Okay, so your man is openly flirting with another woman and you're not cool with that. Is flirting with someone else ever okay? Hey everyone, it's Renee. I'm a professional dating and relationship coach, and I help women from around the world create the love life they desire and deserve. Now, before I jump into this week's Ask Renee's question, which is something we need to talk about, definitely, I want to let you know about my brand new short course which is coming out, and it's called The Man Magnet. I am super excited, even though the name sounds a little bit cheesy. This is all about understanding how to get a guy to commit without manipulation, without trying to change him or fix him. Basically, you're understanding more about yourself, love, and men. If you want to know about that, all you need to do is click the link in the bio below. Someone asked me recently this week, basically they were out with their man and they noticed that the guy that they were with was, interacting with another girl and kind of laughing and, having a drink and clearly flirting. So she said to me, Renee, I felt it was wrong, but I said something to him and he kind of just brushed it off and told me not to worry about it because he loves me and he's with me. Is it wrong that I actually said something, and is flirting with someone else ever okay? All right, you want my honest opinion? Well, the answer is no. Flirting is never okay, and here is the reason why. Essentially, what flirting does is it actually shows that you have almost a sense of emotional cheating inside your head, and that is being transcended into actual physical actions. Now, people tend to think that flirting is okay, or it's kind of harmless because it's not actually cheating as such. It's not kissing someone, it's not having sex with someone, but that there are different levels of cheating out there. And cheating doesn't just happen in an instant. Cheating usually starts off on that sort of basic level, whether it's thinking about someone or flirting, and then it can escalate into something more. At the end of the day, flirting is completely disrespectful to the person that you're in a relationship with, and not only that, it is totally unnecessary. It makes us feel devalued. It makes us start to question our own worth, which we shouldn't do because that's his choice to do that, and it's not necessarily a reflection of who we are as a person and a partner. Now, obviously there are different levels of flirting. There is just a cheeky smile, there is a wink, there is maybe a little bit of a text that has some sort of playfulness to it, or there is like full-blown flirting where your body language is pretty much just saying, I want you and I'm gonna do something about it. Either way, flirting is still flirting. Let's not water it down just because social media has started throwing us all these images of half-naked people and we're trying to be okay with it when most of the time we aren't okay with it. That's another video for another day. And we need to take responsibility for our actions in a relationship, and we need to keep the person we're with accountable to their actions and also how they actually make us feel. So what should you do in the instance of having your boyfriend or your partner or your husband flirt with somebody else? The first thing you need to do is you need to understand that it is not okay, and you do not need to feel guilty about addressing it with him. You need to talk to him about it. Now, this isn't about, bashing him over the head with a glass or a handbag or screaming at him in public and pushing the other girl away. This is about taking the time to pull him aside and communicate clearly with him that his behaviors actually are hurtful, that they're not respectful, and that you aren't okay with it. Then the tricky part is this: you need to stop and you need to listen to what it is that they say back to you without taking offense or without wanting to attack. You see, the best way to handle difficult conversations in a relationship is to be able to listen more than what you actually speak. First, I would ask him, what is it that he actually sees that is okay about his behavior? Explain the situation to him instead of just full-on attacking him. Then I would actually reverse the situation. Almost give him a little bit of an example. If you had done that with another man, do you think it would be okay if I sent that same text to one of my work colleagues? Do you actually think it would be okay if I flirted with Tom? Do you think it would be okay if I actually touched Jerry like that? I have no idea where I'm getting these names from, by the way. Guys, it's almost like they need to be able to see the reverse sort of effect, or basically have the scenario turned around where it would be, you doing the negative action before they actually understand that there is weight behind their actions and that it isn't okay. It's like they need to feel what that consequence or what that emotion would actually feel like in order to be able to really understand where you're actually coming from. Another question that I would ask him, why he has the need to flirt. Is it because it's an old habit that needs to die hard? Or is it because he's under male peer pressure with all the other boys around him and he's got that boy mentality, which is not an excuse for any sort of disrespectful behavior, by the way? Or is it because he feels that he's not actually having his needs met inside the relationship? Let's not forget that people don't always do things just because. Affairs don't come out of nowhere most of the time. And I'm not saying that flirting is going to turn into cheating as such. I'm not saying it's going to turn into an affair. But if we can understand the why, then we're going to be able to counteract it and bring a solution that both of you can work on so that it doesn't escalate into more. So there is your answer. Now, if your partner is someone who does flirt with other people, then it's time to have that conversation, because clearly you are not cool with it. And I will tell you right now, you don't have to put up with it either. And if you are someone who struggles with flirting with others because you crave that attention, or you really just struggle with being faithful, then it's really time to start to hit some of these demons on the head and understand that there are consequences to our actions, and that when we're in a relationship, it's not just about how it affects us, it's also how it affects our partner as well. Well, that's it from me, guys and girls. I do new videos every Tuesdays and Thursday. Don't forget to check out my Man Magnet program, which I have in the link below. Have an incredible day. I believe in you all. Bye for now.